Episode 24 of Love Island has wrapped. Let's have a recap. So new bombshells, Billikis and Ryan are in the villa. They're getting to know people they got there in the previous episode. Harrison is still getting to know Helena. After Tony was gone on a date with Ryan, he tells her, Tony, like, yeah, me and Helena, like, we kissed on the terrace. Tony's feeling upset, like, why aren't you doing it in front of my face? The whole thing, like, she's getting upset. She also, apparently, it's her birthday the next day. So it's like, maybe not perfect timing. She tells Shakira, like, I'm done, like, I'm over it. He can have her. And she also says to Harrison, like, you're dumb because, Helena wants Harry. If she could have Harry right now, she would ditch you, which I think a lot of people know is true. And he's, like, saying to Helena later, she's trying to take digs, whatever. Like I said, it's Tony's birthday tomorrow, the next day in this moment. So he does make her breakfast and, like, writes her a nice note, I guess, whatever, but she's still kind of just like, I'm over it. If I'm not a triangle girl, if he can't decide, I'm going to decide for you, the whole thing. She takes him to the terrace a little bit after eating the breakfast. She eats it, like, by herself, or, like, with the girls, whatever. Basically says, like, I'm done. Again, the whole, if you can't decide, I'm going to decide for you. And Harrison's feeling a little bit, like, sad, and it's one of those things might be where it's like you don't realize what you had until you lost it. Not saying he's decided he wants to be with her, but I think he was saying to Connor later, like, I didn't realize how much I would feel about, like, her, saying she's done with it or whatever it is, but we'll see what happens. Again with Billikis, she's been chatting to Dejan. He was one of the people she took on a date. Meg's feeling annoyed because I guess Dejan's not really communicating with her, like, or is waiting to talk to her about, like, what's actually going on. So she's kind of feeling like pestering, like, what's actually happened. He talks to her a little bit the next day, like, she's a good looking girl, whatever, the whole thing. Shakira and Harry chat on the terrace, and they get back together, essentially. It's probably going to be rocky road, but we'll see what happens, because he was, at least at what we're seeing, he's still been flirting with Helena, doing all types of things. So when movie night comes, wow. Alima and Ben chat on the terrace. I'm like, Alima, please. The Ben situation, no. I feel like the two people who were like, they don't have anyone in there really or whatever, and they've been there a while, but it's, like, ridiculous. But then they get a text and go to the fire pit, and instead of doing, like, a typical recoupling, as we'd see, like, the bombshells, pick who you want to steal. It's one of those, okay, stand up if you want to couple up with this Islander. So it's Billikis, and only Connor stands up. Dejan's not going to stand up. I mean, let's get serious. He's not going to. If he would have been stolen, he would be happy, but he wouldn't stand up, I feel like, at this point. So leaving Alima single, and then they said, stand up. Anyone want to stand up for Ryan? No one stands up. So then they dump Alima and Ryan, which I'm sad about Alima being dumped. Yasmin was crying a little bit. Shakira was like, Alima, promise me you're not going to text for Mel. And it's like, dang, like, we can't even have two black girls in the villa at the same time. Billikis and Alima, I feel like they're going to be a nice little pair, but they've taken Alima from us and Ryan as well. Quick, like, 24-hour trip. But yeah, that was the episode today.